Hello, everybody. This is Bjorn Karlman and Loren Seibold. I'm wearing my thinking cap, and I am here to ask Loren, as our executive editor, some questions about AT and about specifically about the editorial team and some projects that they're working on right now. Loren, I think some people, especially if they're watching this online, are probably pretty familiar with our website,
Mhm.
possibly our Facebook page. Can you tell us a little bit more? What is A Today up to in terms of the editorial team?
Oh, sure. We're really proud of all the stuff that we do. I want you to notice that Adventist Today actually started with a paper magazine. That was in the days before things were put online so easily. Now we have a paper magazine that we send out. We continue to send out every quarter. I'm
Got the latest
really
one
proud of
here.
this one that Bjorn is holding up. What I
Yeah,
love and proud of and appreciate about my church.
it's a good
Very
one.
positive. I had a wonderful note yesterday from somebody who said, and she said I could tell this story. She said her husband walked through the room and she said he's never paid any attention to my Adventist Today interest or any attention to social media. He walked through the room, he saw the magazine, picked it up, read the title, started reading it, read it all the way through and said, finally, an Adventist magazine that really is worth something. And I don't know that that's a fair comparison because there are other really good Adventist magazines too, but I really was proud that we captured his attention. So I want you, all of you, to get our magazine. Please be aware too that on our website, we don't just do commentaries or opinion pieces. We cover a lot of Adventist news, Bjorn. We
Mhm.
cover things that are happening throughout the church, and we have a really good news team. Daniel Mora and uh, Rebecca Barcelo, who both work together on covering news between Latin America and the United States, North America, and Western Europe. Um, the other thing I'm very proud of is Adventist Day Sabbath Seminar. We've talked about that before too. It got started as a response to COVID, but has continued, and we have a strong response from our listeners, and people are very eager. Teachers are very eager to teach for us because they have such a nice group to talk with.
Yeah,
Um,
I was wondering
as a,
how that was going to go specifically the ATSS after COVID ceased to be the preventing factor for churches starting again and everything. But
exactly, and
even with
we
churches
didn't
starting back,
know.
yeah,
We started it thinking, oh, we're going to tide over, a few months. We'll get to the other side of this. People will go back to church. Well, a lot of people, of course, have gone back to church, but some people really enjoyed the continuation of the online class, and it's been a real success. We
exactly.
also do some videos and the occasional interview. Uh, our YouTube channel has become very strong, Bjorn. We have lots of people following there, and probably the main thing that we put up on the YouTube channel is the recordings of the classes that we feature for Adventist Today's Sabbath Seminar. So that's really been nice. People, if they don't get to come to the class, they can still watch it.
Yeah. Well, hey, thanks for the overview of a lot of the editorial projects, what we're working on. Tell me a little bit more about this edition, this latest this is the summer AT edition, and it's basically about stuff that we like about the Adventist Church, right?
Yeah. Uh, there's so many critics out there right now, and I'll admit that sometimes folks like you and I have been critics in our own way too. But as you start thinking back over your life, particularly those of us who have spent many years in the church, I got to thinking how many wonderful things the church has done for us. For me, the biggest uh, advantage that I got from the church was education. I didn't grow up in a family uh, that did a lot of higher education, and how fortunate I was because Adventism and education just go together so closely. It was
Agreed.
almost like a natural thing you had to do. You had to go on to an Adventist college. And I'm so grateful for my Adventist education. It was an excellent education. Um, and so I wrote about that. I wrote about the experience of Sabbath. Some folks wrote about music, wrote about the hope of the second coming. People wrote about the importance of the Seventh Adventist understanding of the state of the dead and the resurrection. One of my favorites in the whole magazine was Jamie Carlson wrote about Adventists eating together, potluck meals. And truly, that's just such a classic Adventist thing. I mean, probably all groups of people or all churches eat together, but because of our kind of unique background with food and health reform, Adventists eating together is just a huge thing.
It's most likely, although not always, but most likely vegetarian everywhere you go around the world.
Most likely, yeah.
And some repeat dishes.
So I really hope everybody gets the magazine. We've given several opportunities for people to get on the mailing list, and I'll just tell you right now, we're here asking you to give some money to the summer fundraiser, and if you do that, even if it's just a little bit, we'll get you on that mailing list. We really want you to be able to receive the magazine.
Thank you, Loren, for working in the plug for the summer fundraiser as well.
Absolutely, that's what we do. People read things online, and so often I think there's come to be an expectation that everything online is free, right? Well, it's not free to us who are the creators and the providers. So we do need some help, and so we're coming to you to do a little promotion and a little asking.
Exactly. I mean, how else could we buy, black T-shirts for
exactly.
both Loren and I,
And I don't have a thinking cap.
You need a thinking cap.
I don't have one, so I have to think without a cap. So
your hair is good enough without the cap. So you're. Thank you.
Giving, thank you so much. Thank you for those of you who have given already, and please continue to participate in our fundraiser.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Loren. And we will see you next time. We hope to do a few more of these conversations online than we have done in the past. Thanks, everyone.
Absolutely.